in on ZAP means it's part of every buyer consult, that it's part of every listing presentation, and all of the agents are trained on how to speak to that. That's what all in is to us.
You know, when we first rolled out ZAP, we tried to make sure that we set good, clear expectations. Our sales professionals really needed a system. And we'd never had one that everybody could use. And that's something that was on the table as far as this is one of the priorities for our company. We've incorporated ZAP in everything that we do, from onboarding an agent to their orientation to their 8 weeks of core training. We have ongoing support in the office, one-on-one with agents, and the follow-up support is key to making a successful rollout sustainable.
Every company meeting, every manager meeting, every training, you're just talking about ZAP, and you get a few really respected agents on your team to buy in, then that'll spread, and then they'll talk to their inner group, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Then that inner group is like, okay, well, I'll get on board, and before you know it, it's just snowball effect.
I know with millennials, they want instant gratification, and I know they're not going to call me, they're going to text me. Texting them is the best route with them, and going back and forth and quickly as possible is really going to keep them engaged.
I think with millennials, it's a little bit different than the industry of referral base. Referral base, if someone said, hey, you have to work with Jill Lucy, they would have a little bit more time where they would wait for Jill to call them back maybe for a day or two and be a little bit more lenient. With millennials, it's like they want their answer right now. If they don't get it, then there's a million other agents that they're going to go to. So time is of the essence, and I really see that a lot with millennials. They're not really willing to wait.
Real estate is all about relationships. It's all about being in contact with your clients, and having ZAP enables me to go into the system to see all my contacts on a daily basis and to stay in front of them at all times.
Well, I go into ZAP every day. Every morning when I wake up, drink my coffee, go into ZAP for about 10-15 minutes.
And as far as leveraging ZAP goes to build your business, what other tool can you log in and literally see they have looked at a specific house and a specific region? And if you've never met this person, you immediately have something in common. So being able to say, oh, I see you're looking in Northwest County. Let me tell you a little bit about the tax rates, just an FYI. I mean, I'm a human, I'm looking out for you, protecting your fiduciary investment. Where else can you do that?
A game changer for us as far as agent engagement was suggesting not to put anyone on a follow-up plan for 90 days. Because ZAP allows you to see what they're doing, when they're doing it, and if you're starting right off the bat with a follow-up plan, you're going to miss. There'll be a disconnect between the message you're sending and the activity that's happening. And if you wait to look and see, then you can make a better connection that's much more relevant.
I just went through my business plan last year, and the amount of people I close from open houses is just, it's amazing. But what I do with my open house is I have my sign-in sheet. As soon as they walk out the door, I log them into the system.
And you already know what they're looking for because they were just at your open house. So you send them homes like that. So you really, really have a communication point to put them right in there, and then ZAP kind of does the rest.
If you go in every day and look, you won't miss it when they start becoming active. And that way you can engage. Your timing is going to be much more relevant. Since we've been on the ZAP platform, our web traffic has increased 70%. And we're converting just under 11% right now. Our productivity has increased per agent in 1 year from 12 closings per agent to 15.
In 2016, we closed 116, which is an increase of 32%. So I just teach that to our agents. I say, think about how your life would change if you closed 2 more transactions a year. And that's money in their pocket. So when you have an increase of 32% in broker closings, the agents are happy, your managers and brokers are happy, everybody's happy. And I will give props to Jill. This was her first year in the business. Do you want to tell them how many you closed last year?
I was able to close 4.
Just from ZAP?
Yes.
From ZAP. In your first year? That's awesome.
You can't be a realtor without managing relationships and being in constant contact with your clients. And ZAP's just a tool that makes everything 10 times easier. I know for me, logging in, being able to see my client's activity, whether it's a buyer, my sphere of influence, or a seller, you know, I get to see them every day. I get to connect with them whenever I want to connect with them.
Logging in is key. I mean, if you really are trying to instill that habit, just try to log in every single day. It'll just become a process in your everyday life as an agent.
So you have your Facebook, your Instagram, your Snapchat, your LinkedIn, you have them all clickable on your email signature. so they can find you. Every little thing on your email signature and in your bio on ZAP is really important in order to connect.
As a ZAP specialist, I teach our agents, become the local expert of the area with local insights, property insights. That's what the agents are doing. It's increasing your Google content. It's making your website go up organically through Google, not paying any extra. That's very important.
I think the best way to manage customer relationships is to pay attention and to add value. Right. You know, and the ZAP system allows you to go in every day and pay attention. And the value comes from what do they need, either what are they asking for, or if they're not asking for anything yet, what kind of value can I provide?
Observe, yeah.
And as long as we are treating each contact or lead or whatever we want to call it independently and looking, paying attention every day and adding value, then we'll be able to manage each one in the way that they want to be managed. And it'll save us time, we'll be efficient, and we'll be relevant.
When you go to another town, I mean, and you've never been there before, you go on Yelp to get reviews for restaurants,
Exactly.
right? That's exactly what people do for agents
And one
now.
of your first touches should be a link to your reviews, to testimonials,
It should.
or even a video of a buyer testimony or a seller testimonial.
We try to wow the consumer with that first response. As the lead comes in, we send them, you know, just a 10 to 15 second video about ourselves.
Love it.
Let them know what's coming and that we're going to put them in our site and give them a mobile app to help them in their search.
Oh, I love that. What a great idea.
We do it all together. Everybody gets in the room, get out your cell phone. It might not be pretty, but it's real.
Yeah.
And we test it, we send it out, everybody gets comfortable using it. And now we have folks that get a lead and do a video right then about the property they're looking at.
No matter where I am, I'll take out my phone, shoot a little, personalize it towards them, and then send it directly to them.
I think the world has changed a little bit. We're more casual as a world, and to just be natural, be yourself. Agents get a little bit nervous about taking a video because they think it should be professionally done. It really doesn't have to be. You can do it right on your phone. Video is
Awesome
really
plan.
becoming a way of the world now. Everyone loves video.
If you use the system and you work the system and you understand the system, there's no way to not be successful with using it.